I always had belief in myself.
Do you believe in God?
I blindly believe in Ganpati Bappa.
What is the worst decision that you feel you have taken as an entrepreneur?
Till now, I have not taken actually any worse decision.
What was success for you at that point of time?
Everywhere I got success.
But what is success for you today?
See, the very important thing that you have to take a risk.
Risk appetite is the must. Then,
And you should also have self-confidence.
Okay.
So every day my morning job was to go to Thane, get my resumes printed, and then move to different offices giving interviews and getting rejections.
okay. Welcome back to my podcast, Resilience Diaries. Today on my podcast, I have a very special friend, Sandeep, CEO, entrepreneur of an IT company. But you won't imagine this guy is a BCom graduate and running a IT firm. And his journey has actually been inspirational. He started selling credit card, as the first job. And then eventually he shifted on to many other jobs. And finally, he's running a $1 million company, okay, which is set up in 4 different countries. He's been through a lot. He's seen a lot. There is a lot that he has, culminated himself into. I want you guys to go through this podcast, learn from him, and implement it and execute it and bring the best version of yourself. So, on my guest list today, or on the couch sitting with me today, is Sandeep Pandey, CEO, Director of Jupiter Analytics. Sandy, I welcome you to my podcast. Thank you so much for making time and
Thank you,
coming
Rosh.
here. Yes. So, Sandy, you are a BCom graduate.
Yeah.
You are running an IT company as of now today. How did this happen?
So I was just 2 years old, and my dad was hospitalized. He was for a bypass surgery in Bombay Hospital. And then the very next year, dad was slowly recovering. So he was completely on bed rest for almost 1 year. And the very next year, my sister met with an accident, and it was a major accident wherein doctor asked that either we can save her or we have to go ahead cutting both her legs.
Oh my God.
So it was like full poison in her body.
Okay.
Then even my dad's health was not good. He went to native. He got booked air ambulance. He bought her here in Mumbai.
Air ambulance you're talking about in the year
88.
88. Oh my God.
So because he was having few friends, they helped at that time. They were having very good connects.
Okay.
Then she came back to Mumbai, and then she was hospitalized hospital in Sakinaka. She was almost 3 years in the hospital.
Okay.
So
So a long medical journey.
long medical journey, a lot of expenses. We lost everything. Actually, my dad used to travel in a car. He was having his own car.
Okay.
So every day
Before this thing happened. And then
And
few years later, you were struggling for your daily expenses. Okay.
Yeah, as you know me from very long time.
Yeah, I know you since grade 7.
So then we have to sell our house. We have to shift it to we shifted to railway quarters because there was no other option.
Oh no.
That was the only option because we cannot go and rent a house paying 5,000, 6,000 bucks at that time. It was very huge amount. So we shifted in railway quarters, and a treatment was still going on. My sister was getting treated. My dad was getting treated. I guess 97 we shifted here in railway quarters. And then lot of things happen. See, always there is up and down. So I have seen from very younger age, I have seen lot of ups and downs. But then I saw my mom, dad, who are the great motivation for me and inspiration for me. My dad never let me down. Let me or anyone in my family.
Okay.
He was like struggling. He was doing everything best possible thing for us. We never slept that we are not having food and we are not we are sleeping as hungry. And so that is where we thought, see, that is putting a lot of efforts. But then again, if we can, me and my brother, we can contribute something.
True.
There we started.
What was your first business that you did?
First business, I started selling cosmetics as a street hawker.
Okay. So, okay. What was the second business that you've done?
Then I started selling sleepers
Okay. Again on the streets?
again on the streets. And at that time, I was like, I was in the college. I was in VPM college.
Okay.
And my teachers used to take bus from that same bus stop where I used to sell sleepers.
Okay. So you
So-
never felt awkward, like students or children of your age, they are in college, they are enjoying college life and all, and you are on the street selling slippers, selling cosmetics. What was the thought in your head at that point of time? What motivated you to, go ahead with whatever you were doing at that point of time?
See, as I started working at very early stage. So once you start working, once you start earning money, so this is the only motivation. Okay, that you are contributing something for your family, and everyone is happy, whatever it is. Be it 1,000 rupees, be it 2,000 rupees. My first salary was 1,250 rupees.
That was in the credit card.
Credit card,
Okay.
and then we had incentives.
Okay.
The second job I did for a shooting company, it was into productions. So I used to go on shootings and all those things.
Right.
After that, I worked as a delivery executive for one of the company.
Okay.
I used to carry 40-50 kg weight and go to Kalba Devi, go to Mahape for delivering it.
Okay.
Then we started, me and one of my friends, we started this cosmetic business.
Okay.
See, it was on the flow. See, whatever I got, I started doing it.
Okay.
But
So there was no choice, nothing like
no
that.
choice. There was
So whatever is available, you have to
I have
like
to
just execute it. What was success for you at that point of time? What I mean to ask you is what success meant to you at that point of time? Like say at the end of it, at the end of the day, I earned 1,000 rupees. That was success for me. Or like, did you define success? Or you had a definition of success in your head at that point of time? Like what exactly was it for you?
See, as I told, it was the flow that I was following.
Okay, so no such plans,
There
nothing
was
like
no such plan.
Okay.
So whatever I got, I started doing it.
Okay.
So I only followed only one thing.
Okay.
That commitment and the ethics that you have to keep whatever you are doing.
Okay.
Be it selling on the street or be it sitting inside the a cabin and having your own company, running your own company.
Okay.
So this one thing I have kept till now. Whatever I am doing, I have that commitment to all my customers, to all my team members. I follow that ethics. Whatever is there, I will clearly come and tell you.
Okay.
So these two things I strictly follow.
Okay.
Whatever I have done till now, whatever I am going to do in future, this is all my 100% commitment. So that I
What
strictly
is
follow.
success to you today? So at that point of time, success was like, chalo theek hai, I want to earn my bread. But what is success for you today?
See, today I'm doing good business,
Okay.
but then still I'm not satisfied.
Okay.
So I have many other plans
Okay.
which I have started executing. So one thing, if you talk about success, I was doing business here in India
Okay.
and then working for the customers across the globe.
Okay.
Always my dream was to have an office set up in some other country.
Okay.
So it took me almost 7 years to set up a company in any other country.
How many countries are you in like today?
So today we are in India, Singapore, Auckland and Australia.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And how many countries are you targeting?
Now next plan is to set up a small setup in the US, and then I have another plan to start somewhere in Middle East,
Okay.
because my journey started in Middle East. So IT journey I started in Middle East
Okay.
as my own firm, running my own business.
Okay. But you're a BCom graduate. So Sandy, how did you manage to get into IT, learn the basic IT stuff? Because it must be like so foreign to you, understanding the jargons, the terms in IT, right? And as far as I know, you have not done your college like a proper mainstream college. You have done distance learning. So, how is that journey for you?
So I did my 12th standard, and then I have no choice because I was also working. I was doing that street selling kind of,
Right.
and from I was doing very good in that business.
Okay.
I was having very good response from my customers. At
Okay.
that time, I had few customers
Okay.
who were like regularly coming to me. Then I had no choice because either I have to stop the business and continue my studies. Then I was discussing with one of my friend, and he said, "Why can't you go for distance learning instead of dropping everything?"
Right.
So I said, "Yes, that's an option."
True.
So I took admission in Mumbai University.
Okay.
So whenever I used to get time, I did my studies because again there was like I was not that uh, good to pay the fees and in that good condition to go to classes, to pay high fees. It was very difficult at that time.
Okay.
And then again managing the time.
Did you ever get a thought? I mean, ever got a thought at that point of time that friends or your colleagues of that age are doing graduation? Someone is maybe doing MBA. What am I doing with my life? I'm not even getting into a formal education. So, was there ever a fear in your head about your future, or you were really satisfied with whatever you were doing at that point of time, and you knew that you are going to make it big in life?
See, I had no choice. No. So you don't have any choice. You keep working hard.
Right.
So I was working hard. I was giving my best, be it in my studies or be it doing any business. Okay, at that point of time, yes, people told me कि चप्पल बेचता है, नेल पॉलिश बेचता है, but then ठीक है, he is not going to run my family.
True.
He is not going to give me a single penny. Okay, then I was in that situation. I see my mom. I was not happy that we being the son, me and my brother. My brother also has put a lot of efforts. He has also done. He was also working as a delivery boy. Then he worked for coaching classes as a cleaning stuff. So this all things we both have done, and that is how we have achieved whatever we have achieved. Because
Right.
that is our commitment to ourselves, that we are making our parents happy.
Right. So, Sandy, you started with, selling something, and then you got into entrepreneurship, and your journey in entrepreneurship continued. How do you feel? Like, what an entrepreneurship mindset is, and what a person or what kind of mindset a person has when he does a job. So, what transition you feel ki a person has to undergo for shifting from a job to an entrepreneur?
See, the very important thing that you have to take a risk.
Okay.
So unless and until you get into something, you will not find how far you have to go. You will not understand.
Okay, so point number one is you have to take risk. Risk appetite is the must.
Yes.
Then,
Then you should also have self-confidence.
okay,
Whatever I am doing, belief.
okay,
So I always had belief in myself.
okay,
Okay. Because I was surrounded with some very good people.
okay,
Okay. Who always motivated me. Yes, Sandy, you can do this. You go for it. We are there behind you. So someone you should have behind you. Okay. So it is not only me. As Sandeep Pandey, I am running my own business. But then alone you cannot do anything.
right.
Okay. You have to have a support system. You should have something with you or someone with you who
Tells you just go ahead, no matter we are there, we'll
Correct.
see
Correct.
whatever happens.
And that was my brother.
Okay,
So when I left my IT job, I was discussing with my brother. So 6 years I worked for a company, a multinational company, before leaving an IT job. So I started somewhere in 2011, January 2011, working with this company. I did almost 15 plus projects. So initially it was very difficult for me. So I'll tell you this how I started
Okay.
working for an IT company. So first interview, as I said, I was rejected.
Okay.
The first round when my cousin texted me, I was rejected because I was not having technical expertise. I was not that good in talking English. You have to when you
You
have
were
to.
still in that evolving phase.
Yes, because coming from a recovery to an IT company and then some part of sales. So you are too far away than what you are going.
You were a mix of a lot of things at that point of time because you experimented with a lot of things.
Yes,
Right?
true. So when I started a first interview, I got rejected.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, I got a call from the same HR asking, "Are you still looking out for an opportunity?" I said, "Yes, I am still looking." As I was working for the recovery company, and then I always wanted to shift it.
Right.
Because
Because
I
recovery,
always
you
felt
must be having targets and all.
target. Then I always felt bad that students who are like not capable of paying that education fees, they don't want to continue.
Okay.
But then they have no choice. They have to pay the fees.
Okay.
So I worked for almost 5 years there
As a recovery.
recovery executive.
Okay.
So I got promoted recovery executive to project leader to team leader, then territory manager.
Oh my.
But then again the work is same. See, before I was going to the on field to do the recovery. Then I had a team. Every day I have to do the follow up, take the reporting, and then push people to go and do the recovery. Every day the same story because I did that same job. I used to go to students' house. I used to meet them. What is the issue? Why you're not paying the fees? Why you're not continuing your studies? So then I felt ki now it's time to move. Almost 4.5 years. I earned a lot of money.
Okay.
So I was one of the top performers in that company.
Okay.
There also I did my best. I tried to do my best.
So can I say your earlier job experiences helped you there? Like getting into entrepreneurship, selling cards on the market. Did that inculcate a lot of things in you which helped you, be a good recovery agent, I would say?
Uh, when you are selling something on street, you find a lot of different kind of people coming to you, bargaining.
Yeah.
And someone who is not bargaining, who will come and just pick it up and pay you and leave. Then someone who will come just do time pass. They'll come, they'll take your time, they'll say, show me this, and then without buying anything, they'll leave.
Right.
So that experience, I can relate. How to identify, how to judge the person sitting next to you.
Okay.
Okay. So we used to know कि हाँ ये भाई आया है टाइम पास करके जाएगा, कुछ लेगा नहीं, ठीक है, टाइम पास कर ले भाई, तू भी कर ले, मैं भी कर लेता हूँ. So that was the learning from there.
Okay.
Then into marketing, recovery, then shifting to an IT company. So when I got a call from the HR, and he gave me that option that either you have to come tomorrow or maybe after a week we have another round of interview. So I said tomorrow I'll come.
Okay.
So the very next day, 8 o'clock, I reached. I was waiting at the reception.
This is the second time when you went.
Second time, same company,
Right.
but for a different role. So there also, I started giving the interview. The person sitting next to me, he was chartered accountant, and one of my boss
Okay.
who gave me the opportunity. I'm very thankful to him. I'm very thankful to my cousin who at least introduced me to an IT company. Not sharing his reference, but then at least he showed me that, okay, you try. At least you try. Either you will fail or you will get success.
Right.
So the entire life got changed when I joined this IT company. So the second round, I got an option that you have to perform within 3 months or you have to leave the company.
Okay. And I am damn sure at that point of time you must not be even aware of the ABCs of IT.
I was not able to operate the keyboard. I was not knowing how to switch on the CPU
At that point of time.
at that point of time
Okay.
because there was no connection.
Then how did you manage to, learn and get into
Then I joined the classes.
Okay.
I paid 1,500 for one of the certification course.
Okay.
So at that time, we used to go to cyber cafe, do that typing testing.
Yeah, at that point of time, there were no, people hardly used to have PCs at home, and there used to be cyber cafes
Correct.
wherein people used to go and do their activities and all.
I joined classes for MS Office.
Okay.
So there, I guess 15-20 days I got that practice done there. And then I put my 100% efforts. Okay, tomorrow I have to go and sit with someone. I've got this opportunity. I was joining after 15 days. So December I got interview. And I guess 17 January 2011 I had my first day in this company. I joined. I saw people who were sitting around me. The team who was selected, all were MBA finance
Okay.
and top class guys.
Okay.
All were top class.
Did you had a BCom degree at that point of time?
Yeah.
Or were you still in the journey?
I was having BCom degree.
Acha, you already completed your graduation and that too from distance learning.
Distance learning.
Okay.
So I completed in 2006. Then I joined this recovery company.
Acha.
I tried giving lot of interviews. I went to call centers. I went to marketing companies.
Okay.
Every day my morning job was to go to Thane, get my resumes printed, and then move to different offices giving interviews and getting rejections.
Okay.
This is how I started in 2006.
You knocked on every door. You did not let even one stone unturned. You tried every possible thing which was there in your hand and made things happen for you.
Yes.
Whether they were, favorable or they were unfavorable. The only thing that you knew was, I have to do it.
Correct.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that's how I guess you landed up there.
Yeah.
And after MS Office, was there any extra thing that you did in your IT journey?
Just did MS Office and I joined 17 January 2011. I
Okay.
joined this company. First month was very difficult. I was not able to understand anything.
Okay.
What is happening? What people are doing? They are typing select star tap.
Yeah.
And I was just finding out the keys where I have to go and type. What they are doing.
Yeah.
I was to go and ask कि भाई क्या कर रहा है मेरे को भी बता. Evaluation होने वाला है. So it was there in my mind कि evaluation होगा. How will I perform? I have only 3 months.
True.
And then after 3 months I have to go back and start doing the same thing. Hunting for job, going to marketing companies, insurance companies.
And at that point of time, you did not have this thought in your head कि it's okay even if I lose this job. You were like, I want to be here, right?
Yes, that was very clear.
Okay.
Be it 3 months or be it 3 days, I'll perform.
Okay.
Then I got a very good friend of mine. He is today a very good friend of mine. Also a partner. He was the one who came to me. I was sitting in office almost 16 hours practicing. And then he came to me, Sandy, what are you doing? Sitting late in office till 11:30, 12 o'clock. Everyone has left office at 5 because our office timing was 8 to 5. So morning 8 till 11:30 I used to sit in.
Just to continue sitting in the office.
Practicing, writing,
Okay.
writing,
So
everything.
you made a note of everything.
I had 4 different diaries.
Okay.
Completely filled with whatever everyone was doing, I used to write.
Okay.
And then I used to practice on the system. He told me, okay, I'll give you training. And I guess within next to 2 months, I was the first person to get deployed on a project. Just because of, I'll tell his name, Mansoor Khalife. So he came to me and he helped me in very selflessly.
Okay.
He was like, he was not going to get anything from me.
True.
Okay, he saw that I'm putting so much of efforts, and then he came to me. He said, "Chal theek hai, I'll train you."
I think the best way to grow is to help others grow.
True.
So the moment they grow, you automatically uplift yourself in the process. When was the first time you felt that your hard work has really paid off?
When I started Jupiter.
Okay.
So when I started Jupiter Analytics in 2016, that time, I was not having that mindset that I'll start my own company. I was looking out for a job when I left.
Still you were looking for a job?
Yes, still I was looking for a job. Then I sat with my brother and I said, keep aisa hai, this is what I'm planning. I'm leaving this company and I have to switch another job. So he said, why can't you start your own business? Do you have any project, any customer connection, anyone you have who can help you,
Okay.
can support you? So I said, yes, I have a lot of contacts. I've done a lot of projects. I've been to 19 different countries.
19 countries you have
19,
traveled.
19 countries I have traveled. So I started the very first country I traveled is UK, London.
Okay.
The first international trip, my first project.
Okay.
From there I kept on traveling. So almost 9-10 years I was
Continuously traveling. You still have your bag ready. As far as I know,
always ready.
it's always ready and you can travel at any point.
Even today, if any customer calls me that you have to come here, I keep my bag ready and I have to move.
Okay. Have you ever seen failure, Sandy? Like in your journey, which instance or was there any situation as such wherein you felt like a failure and what was your learning from that?
Failure, yes, during COVID,
Okay.
it was a downfall. I was going very fast.
Okay.
So starting 2016 till 2019, I was having a team of 20 employees, and I was having I used to bill my customers in dollars.
Okay.
I was making very good money. That starting 4 years,
Okay.
and then all of a sudden this COVID came. I lost all my projects. Zero.
Zero projects.
20 resources, zero projects. I was paying around 20-25 lakh salary monthly. Then all of a sudden, this was a very big hit for me. I was not able to think how to manage this situation.
Okay.
And that time, my brother stood behind me. He was always there. Tu kar kya lagega teko? I am always there. See, he was into pharma company. So medical is always 24/7. It is running.
COVID medical industry actually boomed.
So he was beside me. He said, you don't worry. I am there. Whatever you need, any help, monetary help, or you want to switch your office, you come and sit in my office. Let your resources come and sit in my office. I said, ठीक है. आज नहीं तो कल COVID खत्म हो जाएगा. Then I'll come back.
Right.
So that was the very worst situation wherein I also thought, सब बंद करता हूँ. I'll start again working something.
But as far as I think, entrepreneurship is not a career; it's a mindset, right?
Correct.
Wherein you actually get into the zone of unknown and you're really curious to know how things will happen, how, this can be, made into reality, and you keep on evolving, right?
True.
How did you bounce back?
I told my resources, okay, I'll pay you half of the salary.
Okay.
So whatever EMIs you are paying, I'll pay that. If you guys want to continue, you can continue. But I cannot pay you full salary. And my team was one of the best team. One of the best and quality resources.
Okay, you still have people?
I have.
Okay. So you have retained that team?
Is one of my partner is
From that
team.
Oh.
So we started a new company.
Okay.
He's one of the partner in that
Achha.
company. So that was my commitment to them.
Okay.
As soon as this COVID goes, I'll pay you everything, whatever I owe to you.
The best decision that you have taken in life, Sandy?
Best decision, not to go back and start hunting for some other business during this COVID. I continued for almost 18 months.
Okay.
Paying salary from my pocket.
Okay.
Though my brother was helping me, but then whatever I had, I invested everything.
Okay.
In that 18 months. Because I knew. See, 1 month, 2 months, I was having that thought in my mind. But then I said, I have already spent 5 years. Why to go back? So
True.
Today or tomorrow, COVID will go.
So you sustained.
Yes.
You did not give up at that point of time.
At that point of time, I did not. I tried calling my customers. I tried to get few projects. Then I got small projects, small trainings, which was done through WebEx.
Okay.
So I was earning some money, but then not that much wherein I can pay back the salary to all that. I was without salary for almost 18 months.
18 months. What is the worst decision that you feel you have taken as an entrepreneur?
Till now, I have not taken actually any worst decision.
Okay.
Because whatever I decide, I plan it and then I go for it.
Randomly, you don't start with anything.
I don't start with anything. I give time, whatever I decide. So be it 1 year, be it 2 years, or be it 10 years. Unless and until I'm 100% sure, I'll not go in that area.
Okay. But before your entrepreneurship journey started, like when you were doing a lot of things at that point of time, you tried everything.
I tried everything.
But now, once you're settled, you are very clear with your strategies and everything.
Yeah.
Do you believe in God?
I blindly believe in Ganpati Bappa.
Okay. You really think, spirituality or,
It's very important.
it's very important. And
Yeah.
how do you think, how far has that been important or that played a role in your journey?
Okay. So all my downfall, whatever I have achieved, whenever I was in problem, so I go and speak to my Ganpati Bappa.
Okay. Okay.
So I speak to him as a friend, or I don't know. I get solutions from there.
Okay.
So only I have to go and tell, and it is very quick. It has happened to me. People will not believe, but then I have got the best from him.
Okay.
So today, whatever I'm sitting here, I'm running my company. It's $1 million company. I'm still growing. I have lot many other plans to make my company 100 crore company.
That's your vision. What's your vision?
My vision is not 100 crore, but then in next 5 years, I guess I'll cross 1,000 crores,
Okay.
and I'll make it.
That's an amazing vision. It's giving me goosebumps, when you tell that particular thing, and it's with a lot of instinctive belief, I would say, that you're confident about it, that I will be able to create it.
Yes.
Right. Sandy, what do you think about gratitude, or being grateful about the things that you have in your life at this point of time?
See, I have achieved lot many things. Whatever I have done till now, I was very fond of having cars.
Okay.
So today I have 7-8 cars, and then a big house,
Okay.
a big LED TV. Every room is having a television. So that is all I have achieved. But then, what is next? So my plan is to have a bungalow, for my family, a weekend home. So that is the next step.
True.
So which I've already taken, but then it will take some more time. I've started initiating that. So discussions have already started.
Okay.
But then it's a surprise for my mom. My dad is not here, but then somewhere he'll see, and he'll he- he'll be able to see that I am growing after Bhai passed away. So it was his dream to have his own a weekend home, to take the family, have a weekend trip there. So that is what I am running behind. So whatever he has left,
Okay.
that I have to complete.
Yeah, and we say that success is not the key to happiness. It is happiness which is the key to success. It's like that. I also truly believe in that. And actually, I feel that you're really, really grateful for all the things that you have. What is, your suggestion to, this current generation or the entrepreneurship generation, who are stuck in a similar situation as you are, and they want to do something big in life? So what suggestion will you give them?
Okay. So my only suggestion is start with something small.
Okay.
Don't give up. Okay. Have the trust in yourself. So when you have the trust on yourself, when you have a self commitment, you have to be very committed to whatever you are doing. Give your 100%. In today's generation, I have lot of resources whom I have in my company. See, everyone is like super talented, but then one interview failure, they'll come and sit and tell ki, sir, I was not selected in the interview. What happened? Why I'm not selected? Then they'll start struggling. They'll start reading books. I always said, see, whenever you have a failure, it's not a failure, it's a learning.
Yeah, it's a
So that
feedback.
you are well prepared for the second round.
True.
So there is always a second option. At least don't give up. Okay, give your best. Give your best and get rejected. No problem.
Okay.
10 times, 15 times, 20 times. because I relate them with myself. They are having a very good degree. Some are MCA a topper, some are MBA topper. But then working with me, I always tell them my story. That from where I started. If I can do it, why you guys cannot do it?
True.
You have to go for it.
Right.
Try. Get rejected. No problem. I am not going to come and tell you anything. I am okay. You are getting rejected. No problem. There is always a second option.
Right.
So go ahead. Attempt. Give your best. Be committed. Be very ethical to whatever you are doing. Okay. Today or tomorrow you'll get the success.
Okay.
So it's not an immediate thing that is going to happen. You have to spend time. It took me almost 15 years to reach here.
Okay.
15 years. So I am not counting those days where I was struggling. I was doing every day I was doing something new. But then after 15 years today, yes, I am a bit stable. But then I have another plan for another 10 years. What am I going to do? How I am going to perform? Who is going to be with me? Even if no one is going to help me, I am that much confident, yes, I'll take it forward.
Okay.
But then I'll not drop out.
Very beautiful. What are the qualities that you look in for before you hire someone or say you want to partner with someone?
Before hiring, I see only one quality. I never go with the technical knowledge, that what kind of technical knowledge you have. I always talk to the resources. So normally we go to the colleges, we do the events there. Okay, so that we have that hiring from directly from the college or the experience resource. I see if the resources giving me 100% trust. Okay, that see whatever I am telling, I am not going to let you down. That is my commitment. So it is not necessary that you have to have a very strong technical background or your communication should be very strong. I see the commitment. I see that yes, you are going to stay with me for a longer period. Okay, you will follow whatever I'll say, and then you will not run back.
Okay, you try to you try to actually see what is the person made of, the make of the person, rather than the skill set which a person has.
How much committed he is.
Because you can always develop the skill set.
True.
But what if that persona or that personality is missing? It would be hard to cultivate.
True.
Right? So that is what you're trying to
Yes.
look into a
So
candidate.
if you come and see my team, someone is lacking in communication, someone is not good in technical. But then after spending 1.5 year, I guess they are with me. They are working with international customers. Communication has become super. Technically, they are very, very strong.
Okay.
So today, the team that I have, I guess, uh, the customers demand for that resource.
Okay.
I want this. I want Roshan to be with me. I want Sandeep to be with me.
Okay. So it is like between IQ and EQ. You actually select the EQ, the emotional quotient
Yes.
of that candidate, right? And there is this study that even if someone has a higher IQ, but if that person has a lesser EQ, there are less chances of that person being successful, monetarily or wealth wise, right? And if the EQ is on a very higher side, there are very high chances, that success will eventually follow. Very beautiful. What is your message, or what message you would like to give to the current generation, Sandy?
Current generation, actually, I have two kids. My sister's son and daughter. So I can relate with them. They easily get acceptance over the failure. Okay, this is not happening. I'll not do it. But then if you have acceptance on your failure, you cannot take your next step. So fight with that failure.
Right. So they
Okay,
try to easily give up.
Don't give up.
Right.
Don't give up. Be committed. Give your 100% to whatever you are going for.
Right.
Okay. Don't continue forcefully for any kind of work that you are doing.
Okay.
Okay. You have your own plans. You are well educated. See, there is always a downfall. But then that downfall is not going to remain for a longer period. if you step forward, you take some risk, go out, try different things, and somewhere you'll get success. So sticking to one, see, if I would have stick to that I'm a BCom graduate, I'll go to the bank or I'll go to marketing company. Today I would have working with some company earning maybe 50k some salary.
Right.
Okay, but then today I have people working with me who is having around 40-45 lakhs package.
Okay.
I'm paying them.
That's beautiful.
So that is how change happens.
Right.
So don't let yourself down. Don't get demotivated. Okay, failure always happens, but then you have to move forward. You have to take a different step,
Right.
which maybe it's not in your plan.
And
But
in university, education happens at two levels. One is the one that you're getting in college, and the other one is what life is teaching you.
True.
Right. So you have to keep on experimenting, and then finally you land up understanding, okay, this is working for me.
True.
This is what I always wanted to do. It may be very different from the degree or the qualification that you must be having,
Correct.
but maybe that is when you realize ki I am made for this particular thing.
True.
Right. Thank you so much, Sandy, for taking out time. I know you have a very busy schedule, and somehow you managed to come here for this podcast.
Yes.
I'm really grateful to you. I'm really grateful to God that I have met a person like you in my life who I know since childhood, and who are doing big things in life, not only in terms of monetary thing, who are so closely attached with their family, who are emotional, who understand emotions, because I've always seen you've always been like this soft spoken person. You've always been jolly. That is one of the traits that I have seen in you as a person. We met recently. You are still the same Sandy. I can relate to who I have seen in school, who I have had my tea with. The before Sandy, the after Sandy, and the future Sandy, I'm sure is going to be the same. It's such a pleasure to have invited you to my show, and thank you so much for giving your wisdom and sharing your knowledge, Sandy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Raj. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching the podcast till the end. I hope Sandeep's journey has actually inspired you. For more such resilient stories, do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.